Okay, I've found a couple of minutes to pull everything apart. So basically, the diff down here, you take it out through the back. You don't have to undo all of the chassis bolts and bits. It literally slides out the back. The only difficult bit was this little bit here. You have to use you see the punch. I had to use a punch to sort of like get that pin out, which goes on the front of the diff. Now, I've only used this Losi, and I bought it specifically because I thought I won't buy the Traxxas and everything. I'm going to pay the extra money because I won't get any problems in it. I won't have to modify it or do anything. Well, it's gone a little bit beyond all that, but I would say in total I've used it about maybe an hour and a half of just racing it around. So this is the diff. I've unscrewed it. I'm just about to lift it up, and remember that we're replacing it due to this bearing having issues with it. So let's pull it apart, and you can instantly see inside the plastic is bad there. And but while we're taking it all apart, this bearing is absolutely collapsed. So yeah, so the rear bearing's collapsed. So Losi, an hour and a half whizzing around, and I didn't put the punch above 4, and I left the time in as it is. But this casing made of plastic, and the bearing just cannot handle it. It just seems like the bearings on this truck are just no good. They're just not strong enough for the job. But anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull the rest of the diff apart and put some fresh 30,000 weight oil in it. I've got some new bearings. I'm going to make my mind up because these are ceramic. They're more like a bit more of a racier bearing. Or otherwise, I've got the option. I've got these ones as well. Makes life easier. But these are obviously got the metal casing on them. So what I'm going to do, pull it all apart. You've seen where we're up to at the minute. Let me see if I can pull this out. But that's the bearing. It is fallen to pieces. So please be advised, if you buy a Losi, you'll probably get to use it for about an hour and a half. Then you'll have to pull all the diff and the gearbox apart because the bearing will fall out. So there you go. I bought the aluminum ones, so I've got one for the front as well. The front one doesn't look so bad because I don't think it obviously pushes that much power through it, purely because there's not so much weight at the front than there is obviously at the back. But yeah, anyway, we'll carry on with what we're doing, and then we'll put it all back together. We'll put the aluminium gearbox in, and we'll take it from there. But another quick reminder, it is only disassemble the back. You don't have to undo any of the bolts underneath. It's purely the back. So within, 15 minutes if you're any good, half an hour if you're just taking your time with a glass of wine. Yeah, it's just give it a clean up. Right then, I'm going to stop here, and then I'll come back to it when I've got it all back together again.